So now we're going to talk about our program model and our curriculum. Here at Reading Partners, we have lots of folks who are here to support you throughout your volunteer experience. So right now you're talking to us on the community engagement team, and we just help everyone coming in get set up with what they need for the school year so that they'll know how to be working with students. Then we'll get you connected with a distance tutoring coordinator who's going to be your point person from week to week, who you'll communicate with about your student, about your curriculum, your lesson plans, and even any scheduling or school changes as well. So you'll have this main point person who's your coordinator to talk to each week. We also have regional site coordinators who are just AmeriCorps members who are working at a portfolio of schools to help build capacity and support. We also have literacy leads who are AmeriCorps members who have their own portfolio of students that they work with directly throughout the week. But we also have program managers who oversee all of our reading centers and all of our AmeriCorps members, just to be building relationships there with the schools as well, but also help build capacity and provide extra support in our schools. So how we're going to be supporting students in learning to read this year? We do have an individualized one-on-one structure where you'll be meeting with your student at least once a week for about 45 minutes. So you might work with them once a week, but they are coming in twice a week in total. So even if you just do one session, they might have a tutor that they're working with for that second session. But we also want to have consistent tutor pairing. So this is why we just pair you with one main student to work with throughout the school year, just so you can build that good mentor relationship with them. We also provide our research-based curriculum for you to use as you are tutoring your student. And all students go through an assessment and placement process before they meet with you. Our lesson plans have an emphasis on the 5 domains of literacy, which are phonemic awareness, phonics, fluency, comprehension, and vocabulary. And we're still extending the literacy experience beyond school with Take Reading With You. For our Reading Partners Connects program model, this is what your typical tutoring session will be set up like. Again, students are going to be coming in for 2 sessions per week. Even if you're just meeting with them once, they are going to have 2 sessions. Again, there's an assessment and placement process, and all of the work that you'll be working on together is supplemental and aligned with state standards. So how your tutoring session is going to be set up is at least 24 hours before your session, you are going to get an email from your coordinator that will contain all of the lesson material you're going to need for your session that week. So when you receive this email, just take some time to review each component and make sure you're feeling prepared to deliver your session this week. On the day of your session, we'll just ask that you give yourself about 20 minutes to prepare your technology. So we'll ask you to log into the sites that you need to log into and pull up the pages that you need for your session. Then you'll be connected with your student and you'll be able to go through the skill instruction, student read aloud, and the tutor read aloud as well. This portion should just take about 45 minutes. After that, your student will log off, and we'll just ask that you stay at your computer to complete some tutor notes before you log off. For our curriculum, we do have 3 different levels. So the first one is emerging readers, which was typically kindergarten and 1st grade students, where they're working on the really basic building blocks of reading. So what's a letter? What sound does it make? And how do we start forming words? So some of those basic principles there. And beginning readers is just a little bit more advanced, where we're still reviewing some letters and their sounds, but we're starting to build more complex words and starting to bring in comprehension skill as well. Advancing readers is our highest curriculum, and this is where students have shifted from learning to read to reading for meaning. So these lessons contain a lot more comprehension level skills and a lot more reading strategies that we want our students to learn. So for this school year, we're just going to focus on beginning readers and advancing readers since we're serving 1st through 4th grade students. On the next slide, you'll be prompted to answer a question. So again, just review the information we just went through and try and answer that question to your best ability.